Okay, guys, we got a really fun project we're getting ready to start on here. It's involving Nemo, which is my 2019 ZL1 Camaro. We call him Nemo because he's orange and, you know, Nemo the fish off the movie. So that's how we got the name for the car. But Nemo last year was a twin turbo conversion. We took the stock supercharger off of it, put twin turbos on. It's just an off-the-shelf Huron speed kit. It did well. It met all of our goals we wanted, which was to run a mid 8-second pass, still be a street car, and basically be able to race it all year with really zero issues. And we did that. But like any drag racer, any car guy period, we want to go faster. So we decided to change up the turbo kit. We're going to be mounting the turbos in a different location. We're going to be changing over to an air-to-water intercooler. A bunch of really cool things are happening with Nemo. We have our friend Cam, who works for Streetcar Takeover, which is my other company that I own. And if you come to the Streetcar Takeover event, you more than likely have seen Cam in the lanes. He's one of the big bearded, burly guys that's in the lanes yelling at everybody. You know, Cam, don't you normally yell at people?
I try not to, but I will.
All right. But Cam is also a very good fabricator. He's worked on NASCARs before.
Yeah,
he's worked in
much everything but like trophy truck off-road. I've done like rock crawler stuff, but
yeah,
NASCAR drag, circle track, road race,
everything.
Yeah.
So basically what we're saying is Cam knows what he's doing with a welder and fabrication. So he offered to make Nemo's turbo kit for us. So it's going to work out really well. It keeps the other guys in the shop working on the stuff that we have in the shop because we are so busy, and allows me to get Nemo finished up in time for racing this season. So basically what we're going to start doing is getting this turbo kit fabbed up on Nemo, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to let you know whenever I post a new video. All right, guys, getting Nemo put on the rack for all Nemo's goodies that we got. We're going to be changing the intercooler up and putting the turbos up in the front of Nemo. So we're basically changing the whole turbo kit on Nemo. And we also have a G-Force Engineering 9-inch kit for the back with a 325 gear ratio, which will be a lot more Turbo 400 friendly for the transmission in the car. Right now we're still running the stock 285 rear diff with some upgrade axles. It's treated us very well. It's got a lot of passes on it, but it is time to upgrade, change the gear ratio, and more importantly, change up this turbo kit. That way we can make a little bit more power and get closer to that 7-second quarter-mile pass. Over here we got a Cordis Performance air-to-water intercooler. This thing is going to basically sit right where the intercooler is right now, right in the front of the grill. And it's also got this brace here that goes across that it mounts to, that mounts on the factory frame horns. So really nice kit. Thanks to Joe Cordis for getting this out to us and getting this all made. This is nice. We'll have Cam here probably tomorrow or Wednesday, start fabbing up the kit. Got all new blow-off valves, turbos, everything. So we're ready to rock and roll. Got the intercooler right now. We're just getting the brace mounted up, kind of putting it up there for mocking purposes to see what we're gonna have going on here in a second. It's cool too because this stuff is powder coated clear, so it'll stay like that finish forever.
Start that top corner one.
Yep. Okay, we got the intercooler mounted up. As you can see, it just mounts off the factory frame horns, which is nice. It's got real nice mounts there that you can kind of move around, then tighten where you need it. But we're gonna run this cold side pipe right underneath the headlight, right into the throttle body there. And then the other cold sides from the turbo are gonna go right there. And then there's another outlet to go right there. So this is a really nice intercooler setup for what we're doing. And we're trying to figure out the hot side. We'll probably map that out a little bit better once Cam gets here and kind of tells us what we can and can't do. But my brain's going crazy right now with different ideas. But whatever we end up doing, it's going to look nice. It's just a really tight fit. We can't really go through the fender wells like I wanted to. So we're going to try a couple things and see what works. Okay, we got Nemo back up on the rack today. I'm just going to go over some things that Steven's been working on today on the car, just trying to get it ready for the race season here this year. Right now, we're getting ready to pull the stock rear end out of the car, which is an IRS style suspension. So it's got a center differential in there, and then it's got axles. And yeah, I mean, pretty much it's a stock ZL1 rear diff. They're very, very strong, guys. The only downside is to them is they don't make a different gear for them. Basically, you're stuck with either a 1LE ZL1 gear, which is a 373, or you're stuck with a 285 rear gear, which is on the auto 10-speed cars. So we're gonna get that out of there. We'll put a 9-inch unit in there. It'll be a full spool, which will be nice. And then it's also got a 325 gear ratio, which is perfect for that Turbo 400 transmission in the car. So we'll be ready to do some better 60 foots and more importantly, run some faster passes with the new turbo kit that we're doing. Okay, Steve, what do you got working here? You got the stock rear end up in there still?
Oh, yeah.
She gets dusty from the turbo dumps that were down here. It just blows all the dust up from the track and in the pits. This thing
take her out.
Looked brand new last time we were under here. Now it's just a little dirty.
Yeah.
Boy.
Won't be too bad to take it out with the G-force axles.
Yeah. Well, we're replacing the G-force axles, obviously, with a new 9-inch kit, which has its own axles. This car does have Menser shocks on the rear and the front, so if it looks a little different in there with the coilover, that's why. Normally there's a spring right there with just a shock. Well, this is a full coilover conversion with the Mensers. Yeah, so looks really nice there, but I think Steve's gonna start taking some
shed some weight, take this module off of there.
Oh yeah, probably have more Christmas lights on in the dash too from that. Hopefully we don't run into too many issues
with
the
screen blocks all that
with a limiter or something, you know, having stuff unplugged. Hopefully we're good there.
If we have to plug it back in.
Yeah, I would assume we'll probably have to keep it plugged in zip tied.
Electronic limited slip like?
Yeah, but I think if it throws a certain code, it'll limit what the car can do.
Throttle. It likes to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So we might just have to leave that stuff kind of plugged in, and
it won't be in the way.
Yeah, it won't be in the way at all. I mean, we can unbolt it from that and just kind of tie it up if we need to. Then we got the new Cordis Performance tubular cross member here for the Turbo 400 that Joe Cordis sent me. So big props to Joe for sending us that. Real nice piece from Cordis Performance. As always, them guys rock. That's where the intercooler and the brace came from as well. We are going to leave the Huron Speed solid tubular motor mounts on here just for room. As you can see, it really makes a lot of room versus that big bulky aluminum one that's factory. So we're going to leave that on there. And we also went ahead and removed the AC from the car just so we can route pipes through. And honestly, the AC was on the car all last year, but the belt broke when we put it all together. And I didn't use the AC at all, and it really didn't even bother me. So we just went ahead and just removed all of it. And even better, now we have an AC condenser for the ZR1500 truck.
Yeah.
So it's going to have an actual ZL1 AC condenser in the ZR1500 truck over there.
Nemo's been quite the donor.
Yeah, Nemo has been donating a lot of parts for the calls, for sure.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we got Cam coming. He's going to get the turbo kit all made and start making it, so he'll be out here for a few days. We're going to use factory SS manifolds, and the reason why we're going to use the SS ones is because they are full stainless manifolds. So they're basically like a little shorty header. But we're going to be using those for the turbo kit. And this Huron Speed kit is all off the car. And it can go on someone else's vehicle to do some mid-8 second passes. It's looking pretty good under Nemo still.
Yeah.
See what I mean, guys? The front still all looks brand new. It's just back there where the dust gets is where it gets pretty nasty.
Primarily in this spot.
Yeah. Our downpipes burn the carpet over here.
It was burning the aluminum.
Yeah, that's when you know she's making some heat.
Yeah. And that's just the downpipe. The wastegates were actually farther forward. We may get rid of this. Probably don't need it anymore.
No.
Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, let's just take all that off, Steven.
Yeah.
We're doing race car things now.
Lighter the better.
That's right. These are our new G-force axles right there. And then the new diff. Look at that thing. All the mounts, all the cool trick stuff on there.
Is that a 9 1/4? Is it a 9 1/4 inch like a Pro Mod gear, or is it just a 9 inch?
I don't know.
Like the one we put in the Mustang. It's
probably
a 9 1/4.
It's probably a 9 1/4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the aluminum center section.
Strange housing.
Yeah.
And then G-Force they've made this.
Yeah, so G-Force makes mount. Yeah, G-Force makes the housing and the mount.
Yeah.
The rest of it's all nice and fancy, strange material.
Get that sucker out of there.
Guess we'll get rolling.
Get it mounted up.
That's right. Be a full race car after this.
I wonder if there's even a weight difference. Because I'm pretty sure this is iron.
Hey, man, that thing is heavy.
Yeah.
Well, I was picking that thing up yesterday. I thought I was about ready to have a kid or something. If there was any gas in my body, it was out after I lifted that thing up.
It's not light.
No. There she is, guys. Got the G-Force Engineering 9-inch rear diff axles in the car. It almost looks like it came that way from the factory, Steven. I mean, it's really a nice piece. Came with a solid bushing right here, and then of course it's got the solid ones up here in the front, which are going to keep this thing in place. Look at that, though. That's a nice unit there. And then we also got the Cordis Performance cross brace on. We did have to space this down. The stock one, the stock location, this is where it's at. Without these spacers, it almost angled the transmission kind of up, and the drive shaft would have hit the top of the car. So we got that fixed on there. Not a big deal. And just waiting on Cam to get here so he can start putting some Terpskis on the front of this thing. Harry's over here boxing up the old Nemo turbo kit that is sold. The guy's been waiting on us to take this off for a few months now. Finally got it off for him, so he's getting it all packaged up nicely, off to its new owner. So yeah, I got Nemo all fixed up back here. Got the drive shaft measurements, sent them off to the drive shaft guys so they can get that thing made for us, and we'll be ready to rock and roll once we get the turbo kit on, guys. I'm gonna go over a few things that we're doing here. So basically what we're gonna be doing is the turbos used to be mounted up behind the engine on the very bottom, kind of in between the engine and transmission. Now the turbos are gonna be mounted up here in the front bumper. There's two grills on a ZL1 bumper, and the turbos are gonna be right behind them. And then we have a massive Cordis Performance made air-to-water intercooler that's gonna be mounted right here in the middle to make things really easy for plumbing. And we're gonna be running factory exhaust manifolds for the headers, I should say, for the turbo kit. So we're using factory manifolds. We're going to be cutting the ends off of them, making them V-banded so it all looks nice and presentable. Once we get everything done, we'll have it all coated and look nice, and we'll get it all mounted back up. But that's basically kind of the game plan here. So first things first, Cam's going to start making mounts for the turbos to set in these locations. Here, we're going to be moving, well, actually, we're going to be deleting that oil cooler right there, so that way it'll create a lot more room for us for running pipes and stuff through the car. So, to start off, everything turbo kit-wise I got from Motion Raceworks, so big thanks to the guys over there on having all this stuff in stock and quick shipping and everything else that they do great over there. Also got my Turbo Smart blow-off valves and wastegates from Motion Raceworks. They keep a lot of that stuff in stock too, which is really cool. Okay, we got the turbos mounted. Pretty good there. Then we're gonna have this go right into the intercooler there. And then this one over here is gonna go right in there. And then we're gonna have to do some tricky maneuvering on the downpipes.
It'll
for
be
sure.
fun.
How are you gonna do this?
So I gotta get it in now. Header. Thinking I'm gonna have to bring this through here, tuck it right through here into the turbo.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then the downpipe will come right through here.
Oh,
and then
okay.
Go back through.
All right, that'll work.
That way you don't have, 5 inches of tube down here. However low that would be with both of them snaking in.
For sure.
So you go one over, one under, and then you'll have all the room.
Yeah, nice.
And there's plenty in here. I mean, your wheel is all the way
it's
there.
all the way there. Yep.
So I can just snake it right along, and these will all be gone.
Yep.
That's that oil cooler.
Yep.
And then just boom.
Heck yeah, that'll be nice.
And then the manifold, I'm gonna get this side in now, so I'll start connecting all those.
Cool. Yeah, we got ourselves another manifold. We got lucky. Got a Camaro over there. We're putting some headers on. So we needed two passenger side
Right,
ones.
because
Yeah.
we flipped this one.
Yep.
So it's facing forward.
Looks cool though.
Yeah,
And both these are right in the openings of the grills of the bumpers, the side
Yeah,
pieces.
you can't see it.
Yeah.
Bumpers over there. I'll get all this cleaned up.
Yeah.
Vinyl, that way it all looks,
Yeah, all looks good.
symmetrical and not just a piece of plate sitting there.
Yeah. But at least it's mounted good, you know.
They're mounted.
Yeah.
They're not going to go anywhere.
No.
It's
It's
looking good.
it's looking good so far.
It looks killer with the bumper on, and you just see
It
those
does, yeah.
two right there. It's like
Yeah.
perfect placement.
And really that intercooler hides back in there really
Yeah.
nice too.
Yeah, you don't really see much. I mean, obviously you see like this,
Yep.
but all the welds and stuff really nice. So it
Yeah.
looks good. In
I mean,
there,
this
too.
hugs the very front tip of the
Yeah,
grill.
They got it close.
Yeah.
We
Love
can
it.
relocate this. We're gonna put this right here, so that your plugs and everything still
Oh, yeah.
can plug in, and then I got it zip tied up, but the wiring fits right there too.
That'll be good.
Steven and I were talking about that.
Nice. I'm excited.
Yeah, same. I can't wait to see it.
Gonna be singing some wishy noises soon.
Yeah.
And get all the fresh air.
Did you tell them what we're doing on the exhaust?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're not gonna tell them what we're doing.
Okay.
Not yet.
We'll keep that a secret till the end.
Yeah. It'll be good though.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of tube here soon.
Absolutely.
Probably tomorrow you'll start seeing all the tubes going in. I'll get cold right now.